Hey everybody, in this episode we had to climb the mast to install a Jib Halyard pullback bracket, and then we did a test sail and nailed the dock. So I'm going up on the mast, and basically what I've got here is for safety is I've got a climbing, use this for tower climbing, but this is basically a safety line. So I'm using my spinnaker halyard for this, and this will come up with me, and then to come down I just got to lift it up and it drops down. So I'm going to clip into this once I get past the spreaders. And then I've got another working line that I lash around, and I use this to tie into it so I can free up my hands. And it's also a backup line as well, so I'm actually tied in twice. And then whenever I move things, I'll always have one tied in as soon as I get going up a little bit. So this rope ladder, actually has these sail sliders right in the track. And that's actually what keeps it pretty secure here. So it does have a bit of give with my weight when I'm coming in, but it doesn't go left or right. So as long as I get my foot in the hoop, I'm pretty much good to go.
Goodbye, Father.
Definitely pretty high up here. Everything's looking pretty good. Alright, so I made it to the top of the mast here, and this is basically my problem that I'm trying to solve here. If you look at this halyard, it's just too tight up here at the top, and it doesn't have enough of an angle, so this piece starts to flip around and it won't unfurl then. It gets too tight. So I need to keep this at the back. So I've got a piece here. I can't remember the name of it. So I'm going to just drill and tap that in right here. And then what it'll do is that it'll keep the rope on this side and at a bit of a better angle going into the top of the furler. So the Furlex looks like it's doing well. Everything's okay. It's got good rotation, but what happens is that this thing goes around, and then of course right now it's loose, so it doesn't go that much, but it just makes it so it gets tight here on the bearings. So this needs to be on this side. So I'm going to put that right about there, I guess. Looking good. He's got it tight now, and now this is on the right side where it's supposed to be. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. He's just using the winch now to tighten it up, but it definitely doesn't want to go that way. rope ladder works pretty good. A little bit awkward on my feet, but that's okay. Is it snug? Okay, perfect. All right, so we're going to call this repair done, and I'm going to head down now.
Hello.
Back on solid ground. All right, so that was an exciting climb. I think successful. At least I got that piece installed, and I'm quite confident now that my furler is going to work properly. Let's keep our fingers crossed. So we're going to go out for a sail and do two things. We're going to do a motor test just to double check how the motor's doing. And while underway at 3 knots, I'm just going to take a look at a couple things. I'm going to bring it down to, I don't know, we'll see how long it takes to get to 90% battery, I guess, or back up to 100. And then we're going to raise the sail. So here's our starting position. We've got 100 on on display. We're not really drawing too much here. Turning on the fan and cooling system. It's gone from 28 to 50 watts. So it's about 55 watts. So it's about 25 watts. So I'm using 25 watts of power for the pump and the six fans. Good timing. Somebody's looking for a lift in the bridge there. So anyways, just to sum it up, we're going to do a motor test at 3 knots. We're going to see what the 3 knots of boat speed. We're going to see what the temperature is going to hold at, or if it's going to exceed or climb or whatever. I suspect that it's going to be probably okay. And we're going to go, not with the wind at our back, but kind of the wind at our side. So it's not the, maybe a little bit at our back. So we'll go it that way, and then we're going to try the furler out and get the sail checked. Yep, that's what I said, 5.6 knots, and we have 5.9 knots of wind. So that's pretty good.
Well, our tails are tricking us because there's no tails up.
There's 9 in the right spot?
No.
Fighting stuff.
You got it, boy. Boy, you're right. Party!
I'm jumped into action.
Come on, go into action mode.
You guys should shift spots.
Yeah.
The rope needs to stay here.
I'm nervous. Everything relies on me. And that's you. Oh wait, Jeff is out right now.
I thought I saw him out there, but I wasn't certain with the boat. I was paying attention to something else.
Maybe it was Jib on that boat.
Make sure you get that brake line on. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
You can make that?
yeah, I can make that.
Oh yeah.
Right. Brake is on.
Lock us in. Thank you. Good job, guys.
I said, come here.
There you go, Mom. Bring it in tight and then tie it down.
Tighter down?
That's good there.
Yeah, I have mine in, that's why.
Okay, good job, guys. Nice docking.
Perfect. Textbook docking.
Well, with that, that was a little.
Hey, hey, hey,
Pretty
hey.
good.
It's on Mom's screen.
Oh,
You did good.
great.
I did amazing.
Good job, Mom.
You did a good job, David. Good job, Dan. You had me worried there. I thought points, it's like straight to the
Yeah,
point over here.
That's stress though when the wind comes from here because the wind pushes in the way.
Yeah, I think it's better to not come this way in when the wind's this way. I have to come in this way and let it pull me off at the front. Because as soon as I put the reverse on, I don't know if you saw that, but it starts pulling me away from the dock.
Yeah, and then that's when Mom
Yeah.
had to pull it. Alright, well, we did.
Yeah, great job. So, my knot meter's working again. 8.59 knots. Wow, we were just flying there. We had some pretty good gusts. That's our thing, and then we had F2, 11 knots of wind. So we, my adjustment to this unit here is good actually, because it's what I did is I tweaked the display from, it was set to 12 for sensitivity and brought it down to 4. And now this is better because I would say we had about 10 to 15 knots of wind would be more, I guess. But we had some gusts, but it didn't pick up the gusts as so much. But 8.59 knots of wind of boat speed on 12 knots of wind. That was pretty good. So this is where we went. We didn't go that far. We were doing kind of like a motor test here originally, just getting out of the marina. So we went around, did that, and then we just sailed out and around, and then we had to do an upwind sail back. And it was a little tricky getting into the dock here tonight because of we had a tailwind, but it was a crosswind too. So it's actually pushing us away from. So I decided to go out that side and then come into it, and it seemed to work out okay. I liked the maneuver, felt all right coming in. So I think even if I was by myself, I would have hit the. I would have been able to peg that myself too. So it's good to have crew. Really grateful for them. They're busy securing up the ropes, the dock lines. So yeah, we had a good sail. Successful motor test. %, power right now.
100%?
Yeah.
So, right now we're gonna go out for a little boat ride to see what 800 or 500 watts and